what first got you thinking that maybe this could be a reality?
Right. So I really wanted one of these cars about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Going back.
And tell everybody what this car is.
This car is a 1989 Nissan Skyline GTR. And it's painted in TH1. It's the second most rare color of all GTRs. Only 1,140 of them are made in this color. And this one is mine. And this was the car that I wanted in the video game. This was, I love the color blue, right? Like this was the car I wanted. And the guy who owned it before me, I served with him. And I'd known he had the car.
This is about 5 years ago?
This is about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I know he had the car, and I was just like, dude, like, I love your car, I love your car. It's been on the cover of Super Street. It's been featured by a couple really awesome YouTubers like Dustin Williams. And it was just, it was one of those things where it was like, dude, this guy has my car, right? I want a car. I want a GTR.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get one?
How do I get the childhood dream car?
How do I get it?
Yeah.
And so he's like, all right, well, what do you want in it? And I'm like, I want something really basic, just OEM, right? Like, nothing too big, not modded out, not clapped out.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, cool. At this time, I still know nothing about the RB.
Right.
I know nothing about the GT. I know nothing about the maintenance cost. I know nothing about the parts. Like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And so he's just like, dude, sleep on it. If you still want one, reach back out to me in a month.
Okay.
So I reach out to him in a month, and I'm like, all right, dude, I still want one. I'm still dreaming about it. It's still all over my phone, you know, screensaver. I'm like, this is what I want. And he's just like, which car do you want? I'm like, I want this blue one in Japan. He's like, all right, buy my car. And I'm like, yeah, I made the same face.
Yeah, is it right?
And I'm like, and so I'm like, I can't afford your car, bro. But just curious, how much would you sell it to me for?
Just lay a hypothetical for me.
Right. He's like, well, you're about to spend $71,000 on a car in Japan that's nowhere near what my car is.
Okay.
He's like, he made me an amazing offer.
Smoking deal. A deal you couldn't refuse.
Deal.
Hey, he's a brother, right?
Yes,
You serve with him, so he better give you a deal.
Let's put it like this. I see other GTRs go up for sale, and I look at the price, and I'm just like, I got mine less than that car that you're getting sold for, and I know my car's worth far more than that.
Right, right.
But I think the fact that his name is Orlando. I think the fact that Orlando knew that I've been hounding him, and that he knew that the car was going to go somewhere where he could still see it.
Yeah, he wanted to keep it in the family.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I would give to somebody who I knew.
So he made you an offer, and then I think you told me a story about you flying to Austin for the first time.
I'm claiming you. You're mine. I'm putting it all on it. Like, I'm driving you home. And I walked into this warehouse, and there was like 14 or 15 GTRs.
Oh, really?
And I'm looking at all of the cars, and I'm just like, kid in the candy store. Yeah. And mine is the nicest one. Hood's popped up. It has titanium everything, carbon fiber dripped everywhere. Yeah. And I claimed it. Like, I looked at it, I started it, I felt it. Like, it was intimate. It was an intimate moment.
That's great.
I spent the whole day there, talked to the mechanic. He told me everything about the car.
Great.
So this is my car, TH1 base model GTR. Got some carbon fiber canards and N1 vents.
You talked about how many of these were built in this color?
1,140.
Okay, it's a rare color.
Yeah, very rare. It's something. Let me pop the hood for you.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll get that thing. Oh, excuse me.
Oh. My goodness.
Yeah.
That is cool.
She's pretty. So full N1 block, N1 crank, all kinds of Tomei goodies thrown inside of it. I have a 57mm BorgWarner turbo, Blitz radiator, a whole bunch of little JDM goodies, a garage source, overflow tank.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
So when I saw the car, the mechanic, his name is Juan. Yeah. He actually owns Bardabe Performance.
Yeah, you talked to me about Juan, yeah.
Yeah, Juan's, he's something. He's a guru. He's a wizard when it comes to RBs. So they're sitting on 18-inch LMG T4s. Got a big brake kit by APG.
Right, right.
So But the car right now, I'm making 590 at the wheel, and on
590.
Yeah, and it's tuned to E85 and 91, and I am.
What I think I like most about it, just from like talking to you and getting to know you a little bit, is the fact that you've kind of breathed a new part of your life into it. Like you acknowledge that you're, hey, I'm kind of introverted, but this brings me out. It helps me to get out, and you love people clearly. You love your kids, you love your brothers in arms, but also just people.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's harder, but when you got something like this, it can become sort of a touchstone to get you out and meeting people.
It's a great platform.
So talk about the boys, and you've been raising them on your own for a while, I think.
Yeah. So I had them full time since January of 2017.
Okay.
And
these are your kids, man.
Yeah, like their mom ended up joining in the Army.
Okay.
And it's given me the opportunity to raise my sons with the discipline, with the morals, with the ethics, with the heart of servitude that I want for them.
It's a beautiful thing.
And the one thing I didn't want to do is ill prepare them like I was ill prepared.
Right.
To not give them the fight to understand who they are as a man before they're forced to be a man without knowing who they are.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be a shining example of what somebody could have, and when somebody sees something like this,
Yeah.
and they never see it, and then they see this one,
Right.
it does something to people.
Right.
It does something to the car people. So the first day I get it, it's a Friday, I go and we clean it up, and I take the car to Pavs the next day.
Nice.
So I have my kids in the car, and I'm driving through, I've never been to Pavs, right? And I'm driving through the parking lot, and you see people stopping, and they're turning around, and they're pulling out their phone, they're just splitting the sea of the parking lot.
I love it.
And I'm driving through, oh my God, and they're running along with the car, and they're like, and they're running in front of it and taking
Your
pictures
kids are probably
of it.
freaking out too.
Vic's in the front seat, and he's just like, Dad, oh my God, are you famous? And I'm just like, no, man, I'm not. And he's just like, why are these people taking pictures of you? Do they know you? And I'm like, dude, it's the car. And he's just like, this is the coolest car ever, right?
It is the coolest car ever.
And it's cool. I back out, turn it off, pop my hood, come over, undo the latches, throw the hood up, and there's already like 10, 15 people waiting. And I'll walk around and I'll hear and I'll hear them. I'll hear just people chatter, and they're just like, "Oh my God, look at this!" And they talk, and they're like, "Look at the wheels, look at these brakes. Oh my God, this hood is a Varus. Oh, what is this? What is it?" And like I hear them, and you hear older men and their kids and their girlfriends, and they're like explaining things to them.
It's great.
And I'm seeing that it's everybody's dream car. I just happen to own it.
Yeah.